Hey guys, it's Nano from F3 The Capital. I'm here with my buddy Hightower, and we're gonna do a quick interview with him.
So who EH'd you? Who got you into F3?
Yeah, so originally, my wife found F3 on a posting of what's that? Nextdoor, the Nextdoor neighbor app, and F3 just opened up in my little town of Hillsborough, North Carolina, and so she suggested I go out there and meet those guys, and I'd heard about F3 from a lot of the Go Ruck challenges I had done from across to whatever the southeast and stuff. So it was really neat to finally find a region or a group that was close to my home. So that's how I got out there and connected with the F3 Churm group out of Raleigh, Durham, North Carolina.
Awesome. So how long you been out in this area?
Yes, I moved up here in 2018. Again, I came from F3 Churm, and back then didn't know anybody, didn't really have any friends up here. But a guy named Jim Gregory, his nickname with F3 was Major Payne. He's also from our region down there in F3 Churm. He moved up here about 6 months before me. Shot him a note, so at least I had some contact or of somebody to hang out with when I got up here. So when I moved up here March of 2018, I reached out to Jim Gregory, and he was trying to get F3 off the ground up here in the Arlington, DC area. So we connected with him in March of 2018.
So just about 3 years ago.
Yeah, just I'm coming on my three. This is basically my 3-year anniversary. We officially launched in May June timeframe of 2018. So it was great. We really had a long runway to really build up the group over here. So it was about 6 or 7 of us that kind of, again, I was like the last of that original core group, but really neat to see.
So 6 or 7 guys 3 years ago. How many AOs do we have now in this area?
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you. It's at least 12 probably. There's at least 3 or 4 in Arlington. There's 3 or 4 out here in Fairfax, Burke. Then we got Chantilly, Dulles now, and then we got 2 up there in Loudoun County. So
Loudoun County, and actually one in Maryland too, right?
Also down at Free State down there in Maryland as well.
State,
So
yep.
and then our spin-offs out there in Annapolis as well. So
That's right. So how many guys up in this area now, you think, posting?
that's quite a bit. There's a workout every single day, Sunday to Sunday. So on a given day, like a Monday, Tuesday, during the work week, there's probably 3 to 5 AOs running on a daily basis. Some AOs, some of them are big, like 12 to 18. Some are a little bit smaller in the 4 to 6 range, but again, it's staying with the principles of F3, that small community of men really trying to work out. And then once it gets a little bit too large, like we have over at Olympus and like we did at Yorktown, then the group starts splitting up and creating new AOs.
That's awesome.
So definitely exciting to be part of a growing region.
So part of today, what I want to talk to you is a little bit about what we do today. What was your beat down?
Yeah, so today I called this workout the burden run. I kind of got inspired. I started looking on YouTube, which is really bad to do. But I found a YouTube video of 2013, the CrossFit Games, and they called it They had an event called the Burden Run. But those guys are just non-humans, right? Of the 4 different stages that they did. So that kind of got me curious. After I watched that video, I looked up the word burden. Burden to have responsibility for something difficult or unpleasant. And the example is he carries the heavy load of leadership. The heavy burden of leadership. So I kind of put those 2 together, what I found on Google and the video I saw, and I was like, well, heck, we can do our own kind of burden run. We just got to come up with our own kind of stages. So today was 4 different stages of what I call the burden run. Stage 1 was just about a 1.25 mile run, what I would say just burden free. And by the way, we use the word burden is an acronym for coupon, so something heavy, unpleasant, something that we had to deal with. So stage 1 was a 1.25 mile run, burden free, and then stage 2 was I called it a bear crawl burden drag. So we started at the back of the end zone of a football field, and we had to bear crawl and drag our coupon to the other side of the back of the end zone. So about 120 yards.
So what were most guys using for coupons?
There's so that was the other cool thing. What I put out there, suggestion wise was, whatever coupon you want to bring, it could be a medicine ball, could be a cinder block, could be sandbag, could be a rucksack, could be kettlebells, and I think that's what we really saw today, is a whole rainbow of those, and whatever you decided to bring was your burden, right? That you had to deal with that yourself. So I thought that was pretty neat to see the variety from
Yeah.
the different groups.
So then the third leg.
The third leg, after you finished the bear crawl, burden drag, you picked up your burden and then you went the opposite direction of stage one, which was the run. So you had to go an opposite loop. So it was a little bit over a mile, carrying your burden around the high school and then back to the football field. And then we finished with stage four. You drop your burden, and then it was a 100-yard burpee. One of our guys, Nano over here, came up with this, kind of inspired me to finish off this challenge with basically a burpee per yard, or 10 burpees per 10 yards. So you're doing a burpee for the full 100 yards of a football
The
field.
century burpee.
Century burpee. That was the closeout of it. So pretty neat. We had 21 guys out there. It was really great. Just again, the encouragement to see everyone start together. Everyone obviously finished at different paces, but then to see the guys that finished up ahead come back, pick up the six, and bring everybody in. It was great to see that.
All right, bud. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Good
it.
seeing you guys.